video is going to be a unhaul, and that is because I want to slowly start narrowing down what books I own and keep only for ones that I really enjoy and or for ones that I know I'm going to read again. Two of these are by Alice Osman, one is a hardback, and then one is actually a trilogy. But let's just get started, shall we? First one is Solitaire by Alice Osman. Essentially, this one follows Tori, who is Charlie's sister, and I believe she's I can't remember if she's asexual or aromantic, or maybe both, but it follows her as she meets this guy called Michael. There's this thing called Solitaire, and I believe Tori is Solitaire. Like, there's this online personality called Solitaire who writes about for school or whatever. It was a while ago that I read this, and I remember it put me in a reading slump, so I'm just going to get rid of it. And it actually took me a while to actually be like, I actually do want to get rid of it. Because I do own all of Alice Osman's books, minus Heartstopper Volume 6. And obviously for special editions, because as much as I love Heartstopper and Alice Osman, I don't love her as much as I love, for example, Holly Jackson. I own 2 copies of For the Appearance of Rachel Price, and I own 2 copies of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Or Frankenstein even. I own multiple different editions of that book. Do I need them? No. Do I collect them anyway? Stop. No. But yeah, next one is actually for series, and it's one that was on this channel, and obviously it's going to stay, and that is for Six of Crows. I'm not getting rid of Crooked Kingdom, that's for sure. I'm not sure where my Shadow and Bone book is, but probably even that part I'm going to have to dig it out. I'm getting rid of the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and that is purely because I'm not going to read it again. And I felt like the first one especially was very overhyped, and I prefer these 2, but I'm not going to keep these 2, especially, I can't remember, which one's the last one? This one. I prefer this one to the others, but I'm not going to keep this one and not keep the others, and it's just like, because I'm getting rid of Shadow and Bone and Siege and Storm, I'm just going to get rid of all 3. Next book I read is, next book I'm getting rid of is Butter by Asako Yusuke, which follows this journalist called Rika, who is part of this magazine and is like, I want to write. Like, she's been tasked to write an article to do with this gourmet cook Manako Kaji, who is a female in Tokyo Detention Center who was convicted of unaliving a bunch of men. However, she didn't directly kill them herself. They kind of died after eating her food. It makes sense if you've read the book. But yeah, I rated it 3 stars. And my rule from now on is I will get rid of the book. 1, if I enjoy it. 2, if I DNF'd it. 3, did I say if I enjoy it? I meant if I didn't enjoy it. 2, if I DNF'd it. And 3, it has to be 3 star or lower. However, some 3 stars are just 3 stars, but I did enjoy them. Next book is actually the other Alice Osman book. This one might be, coincidentally, for ones I'm getting rid of Alice Osman, are the ones about asexual characters, and I'm an asexual. Make that make sense. This one follows Georgia. This follows Georgia as she goes to university, because obviously British, where she has never been in a relationship. She might have kissed someone. She's never had sex. I'm not 100% if she's kissed anyone, but when it comes to relationships, she's pretty much a newbie. And then she discovers the terminology asexual and aromantic. And I didn't enjoy this book either. I think I rated it 3 stars. And I don't know why. So far, I've read This Winter, Nick and Charlie, and I enjoyed them, but I enjoyed her graphic novels more than her actual book. I have Radio Silence and I Was Born for This left, and if I don't enjoy them, I'm just going to get rid of them. And for last book, I have read multiple times, and it's the only non-fiction on this list. The first time I read it, it was helpful. The second time I read it, wasn't really helpful. And that is Women Don't Owe You Pretty by Florence Given. And I did enjoy this book. I love her art style. But the issue is, I've heard some not nice things about her. For example, that's one of her drawings. I've heard some not nice things about that, so I'm a bit meh. If I hear like one not nice thing, I kind of push it aside, depending on what it is. but I've heard multiple not nice things about her, so I'm just going to get rid of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and sell them to World of Books, because they have an app where you can like scan for barcodes. Hopefully I'm going to do that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment down below what videos you want me to do and questions, and then I'll happily do a Q&A video. Also give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I shall see you in my next one.